games in Brookhaven, we get to go first. Is that right?
Yeah.
As Coach K said, obviously Coca-Cola, since they've taken over this promotion of this event, has been a great thing for both institutions. They've done a wonderful job over the past couple of years of not just doing things in the ballparks and making it better for the actual events, but also in the promotion of it. Obviously, our local medias in the respective places did a great job of doing that, but with Coca-Cola as a driving force behind it, from a regional standpoint, since they do cover a large area, has really been great in promoting these two games. I know at both places, each of those 2 days, it obviously is our biggest crowds of the year. Even though you may play one on a midweek date, it usually is a very big crowd. And I know last year we also had the Wednesday game at our place, and with Chasing Foul Balls broadcasting from the site, I thought that also brought a great atmosphere to it. You had a lot of people walking by their broadcast site during the games, checking what they were doing, and then after the games, to have coaching interviews afterward and also player interviews live on the radio following those games. I thought that made for a big-time event. We are two community colleges, and obviously are small colleges, but with the media exposure that we get from these two events, players being interviewed even more so than they normally do during the year, it obviously adds to the atmosphere of it, and it's something we're appreciative to Robbie and Neil and the crew from Chasing Foul Balls, and obviously to Coca-Cola as our title sponsor for helping put this together. We did have a great series last year, had some close games, some dramatic games. It was a great culmination to our sophomore group. With our coaching staff, myself and Coach Ken Jackson, we were in our 3rd year. So our sophomores last year, we had a really large sophomore group, and it was obviously the first class that we had brought in as a staff at Southwest. So those guys got a lot better over their 2 years and had a successful season last year. Obviously this year we are, after losing a big sophomore class, somewhat starting over. And we have 22 freshmen on our team this year and 4 sophomores. We've got 2 of our sophomores here with us this morning. We've got Ryan Hickman. Ryan is from Louisiana, is a returning starting right-handed pitcher for us, and had a great record last year and is off to a good start this year. Cody Dillard played at Pearl River Central High School here in Mississippi. He's our starting second baseman, also is a returning starter, and he's also gotten off to a good start for us this year. Our other 2 sophomores, Kyle Wheeler from Laranger, Louisiana. He's a returning starting catcher and had a great season last year for us statistically, and hopefully he's going to have another big year for us. And Josh Bolden, a returning starter in center field for us. He is a product of Madison Central, and he will actually be joining us in Brookhaven. He had a doctor's appointment he had to be at early this morning, and no injury is going to keep him off the field, so he should be fine. But he's going to meet us in Brookhaven and take part of the press conference up there. These 4 guys, even though it's a small sophomore group, all 4 have been very instrumental in us as far as sophomore leadership and helping our young freshmen kind of come along and learn the ins and outs of playing on the collegiate level. Coach Case had mentioned he has a guy that he jokingly referred to as a redshirt junior. We have a guy who's a freshman for us this year that if he makes it and continues as a sophomore next year, it will be his 4th year out of high school. Herman Hayes, who's our starting 3rd baseman, played it before us in Louisiana. We'd signed him as a senior. He was supposed to come that freshman year, and he had some family issues back home, needed to go back home, so he didn't attend college for that year, and then started school finally with us last year, and then in January had 2 broken bones in the leg, so he missed his entire freshman season. So he's actually playing as a freshman now, so he would be somewhat of a 4th year sophomore if he's able to return next year. So we do have some good freshmen that have played well for us so far, and hopefully they will continue to grow and do good things for us. I know Coach Case and I always talk about how successful our teams are academically. Also, a lot of things that people in the media and around our areas don't understand or don't hear about often enough, but especially our young freshman group coming in, we easy courses. We got some guys majoring in some tough things, and we had a tremendous team GPA this fall, and hopefully that will continue. And I know Coach Casey's program also has had a history of being really good academically too. So again, I want to mention that's things a lot of times that don't get mentioned enough, that we've got great kids in our program that not only are good athletes, but good students also. Both our programs have done a good job of putting people in four-year schools and helping them continue their careers. Because let's face it, in collegiate athletics, it's a very small percentage of people that actually ever get the opportunity to play a professional sport. And the things that athletics does for them in preparing them for the real world and helping them to learn how to deal with adversity, learning how to deal with people, and all of those things, along with the academics that are taught at our institutions, help them in their careers and throughout their life. So, again, I wanted to thank Coca-Cola for what they do. This makes it a great event and what they do for us in promoting it. And to the Chasing Foul Balls crew who came up with this idea several years ago. And obviously we want to thank our two institutions. We have two great institutions that support our programs. And without their support from administration and other staff people, the events that we put on would not be anything like the positive things that they are. Thanks a lot.